Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome to the Sloppy Joes Podcast. Happy Tuesday, one and all. The gang today are Joe Smith in the corner, Ethan James over by his desk, and I'm Joe McGrath. Big show today. We have got, well, just us talking about our great and fun weekends / lives.
You okay?
No, I'm a little bit sweaty.
Why?
It's hot in here.
Should we turn the aircon down?
Can I say,
pop it down a bit for Joey boy?
Last Monday, Manchester had a random day where it became 29 degrees out of nowhere, e.g. yesterday for us. That's hell. That was hell. Yesterday was hell.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that, the weather gods.
Do you know what? Could you tell me what? You just turned it off.
He turned it off.
Was that not the request?
He said it's too hot.
Down.
I have turned it down and it's gone off.
No, Ethan.
Ethan, come on. Get it on like 20 degrees for him. Bloody hell. Is he messing there?
I've heard the rumours that the UK might start need to be getting more aircon.
Yeah. It's not really a rumour, is it?
No, because, well...
As in, like, you can just come
I
to
didn't
that
hear it.
conclusion yourself.
I heard it as a rumour.
Yeah, but I don't see... Some things aren't rumours just because you've heard them. They're not a rumour necessarily.
But it's not concrete that we need but it's a rumour, isn't it?
No, but it's not a rumour as...
What's the definition of a rumour?
I think... Well, I don't know the exact definition, but I think for it to be a rumour, it has to have some level of this could happen without our input kind of thing. Like, oh, have you heard about this? It might be, it might not be. But the idea that, like, we might have to have aircon soon, it's not going to be like we legally have to. So if people are choosing to get aircon, that's not a rumour, is it?
No, it's not.
Do you get what I mean?
But would you get aircon if it was only a few hundred quid?
If it keeps getting hotter in the country, notice it. But the thing is, though, the problem with this is, when people talk about like global warming, the amount of global warming that it takes for to fuck up the whole world is only like 8 degrees.
It's soon, isn't it? They reckon, to get to that temperature of no turning back.
Yeah,
they put the willies in us there, didn't they?
Yeah, well, we've had the willies in us for 20 years, haven't we? And
well,
I'm not a climate change denier by any means, by the way. I believe in it, and I do. But I don't know what the current model is.
All I'm saying is Blackpool are building new rides all the time. They must know something.
What are you talking about?
If they think the sea's going to rise that much, they're
is that what you think rides are? People escaping the sea?
But would you really invest if you thought we were going to be done in a few years? It's like Everton with their brand new stadium on the docks. The big boys must know something.
They know that global warming.
The millionaires who pumped £200 million into that stadium mustn't be worried about it being gone in a few years. Think about that.
That's a really good point, that.
Do you know what I mean by that?
I do get what you mean, but
because I've seen maps, Joe, where it says 2035 and Liverpool's no more. Blackpool, you can just see top of the tower.
They think that. What map have you seen that implies that the global sea level is going to go up by about 400 feet?
No, that was stupid. But I have seen one where. And I'm not even being stupid here. I have seen a map where someone predicted Liverpool was done. Have you seen it?
No.
It was like rising sea levels, here's what's going to happen. Liverpool, it's in a bit.
Really? It just goes straight from, America to Warrington.
What about Ireland? That doesn't sink. They'll stay.
It's literally called Ireland. That's gone.
It's not gone. They've got some high bits.
Have they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
God, that's scary though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's scary. You've never seen those pictures, those sort of predictions?
I've seen ones where it's like, things are going under a little bit.
So what I'm saying is the money men, or women, or them, have the knowledge.
The money them.
They have the knowledge.
Yeah.
And why would they pay hundreds of millions of pounds for a stadium that might be done in a few years?
Yeah, it's a good point, that. So,
Have I stunned you there, Ethan?
This is what we call logic by Joe McGrath.
Well, you can go one step further with this. There's many coastal towns.
All women-y. Coastal towns.
There's many.
Don't say many, it's very sexist.
There are
some.
seaside towns and places that are on close to the sea.
Yeah.
That could end in destruction. Never mind just a stadium, a town, a city. And so why do they still invest in them?
Brighton, done. As you'd say.
That'd be sad.
It'd be really sad.
Good night.
But I mean, I think if sea levels go into the point where Everton Stadium is underwater, I think as a species we're absolutely fucked. Mega apocalypse style. Probably half of the world dead.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it doesn't have to be fully underwater. Just the pitch.
Just if one corner flag's a little bit wet.
To be wet.
Yeah, that's an issue, isn't it?
Then you're spooked.
There'd be a different kind of survival battle then, wouldn't there?
Yeah, they would. They've been treading water for a while.
Yeah, they're in the deep end.
Very nice.
Nice.
Ethan?
Any more?
The flapping about.
Yeah, I like it. They'll be drowning in pressure.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Anyone? Should we get into Breaking Joes? Yeah. Breaking Joes!
I love that one, actually.
A little rundown of everything we've been up to in our lives. I had the pleasure of going over to Cork in Ireland.
Not just Cork?
What?
Where else did you go?
Oh, Kinsale, which is a little town. What? Which is a little town.
What?
Off the about half an hour away from the city centre of Cork. Gorgeous. First, someone thought I was in work going to court on Friday.
Yeah.
So they asked how it went after. Like on Friday night, I got a text saying, "How did it go?" So what do you mean? Should you go to court? No.
Court.
I wonder what they thought I was doing.
Probably.
No. Anyway, so fly out early morning. God, I love those little flights.
Yeah, the little 58-minute sort of ripper and dipper.
Yeah, we've got 3 terminals in Manchester showing off. One I've not seen in ages, as in like one. I've not seen you in ages. Don't know what you're up to. 2, I went recently to Spain, and that's where you fly out to from America. Wow. The roof, looking for it. It's good in there, isn't it?
Is that the new
Loads
one?
of local brands.
Where they've done
Archie, there's an Archie's, there's a Seven Brothers Brewery.
Yeah, it's really
there's
good,
JD Leeds, there's a San Carlos, there's all sorts. It's great. There's like a big JD, loving it. Terminal 3.
Terminal 3.
They do. I know what they're doing. They put all the knobhead flights in one terminal. I arrived at Terminal 3 at 5:45 a.m.
Yeah. Straight off the latch.
My first job getting through security was to get in the queue for the pub. Did you hear that?
Oh.
Did everyone clock that?
Queue for the
The
pub.
queue for the pub, which was long. But the good thing about it is flights were going out, so the tables came up quickly. So I got us a big table. There you are, the joys of that first pint.
Yeah. Is this one up the escalator, pub on the right?
No, this is that mad circle pub where everything's.
Oh,
that's Terminal 3. Nightmare.
Hell. Absolute hell.
It's hell.
It's shocking. It's always
You're talking about Terminal 1. I've not seen that in ages.
Terminal 1's alright.
I've not seen Terminal 1 in ages.
Made it look a little bit nice, but then when you're actually in it, very low ceilings.
It's very low ceilings.
Terminal 2, easy breezy.
And have we ever spoke about the brand or restaurant Giraffe? What are they when they're at home? I've only ever seen them in Manchester Airport and Heathrow.
Yeah. What the fuck is Giraffe?
Where's this come from?
Don't know.
Terminal 3.
Giraffe. It's a great point.
We were all ordering beers to the table, the QR code. We found the trick. That's the trick. Don't get in the queue. Get the QR code. Because there's what I suppose you got to hope this worker's on. But there's one guy taking his job very seriously, and he's managing online orders for the bar. He was smashing it.
That's great.
A couple of beers. I didn't get a Guinness straight away because I thought, save that for the good stuff.
Too obvious.
Save it for the good stuff.
Do something that we do well over here in England. A nice pint of Foster's.
Yeah. Another good
Carling.
thing about modern technology.
Is there any good English lager?
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah, I just think you're naming some there that are shit.
Well, Foster's is Australian.
I don't think it is. I think we've made it Australian. Also, we've made certain beers Spanish when in fact they are English.
Yeah.
You've told us it's like...
Madri.
Not Madri, but Madri's an English beer.
It's from the Burton.
On Trent. Oh,
Yeah.
Burton on Trent.
The Carlin factory, isn't it?
Yeah.
Such bollocks, that, isn't
It
it?
is mad. Anyway, so
Madri.
the best thing about going to Ireland... Well, I forgot technology, by the way, meant that Andy, who had a couple of beers in him nice and early, pre-ordered drinks to our flight seat.
Wow.
So we sort of arrived, took off straight away, and beers came. Loving it. You're up, you're down, 50 minutes tops.
Yeah.
And Cork Airport is so small, we were out that building like you wouldn't believe it. This is Friday, what a day. Pubs.
So who's there? Talk us through the
Me,
lineup.
Lennon, Daryl, Dave, Sean. Have you ever mentioned Sean?
I've met Sean.
Sean is... I'll use football because we all have a knowledge of football in like a sort of metaphor throughout the day today. Sean is... He's not like a Ji-Sung Park who's underrated. You rate him highly. But he'd never win man of the match. But yet he is.
James Milner.
James Milner, he plays every game. But when it comes to it, you don't go, oh, he's underrated. No, everyone rates him.
Yeah.
Everyone rates him.
Yeah.
He's needed. He's unbelievable at drinking. What a boy. A few pints
Is that Nat's boyfriend?
No, that's Rob. Rob came the next day.
Oh, because I saw him there.
Yeah, Rob was there.
Who's Sean?
Sean, Andy's cousin. I've been away with...
Me and Ethan didn't get an invite for your big 30th trip.
I would have loved to have gone
we
because
were just chatting the other day. We'd have loved to be there.
I was literally
you wouldn't be able
free.
to hack it.
We wouldn't be able to hack it, Ethan.
What, me?
Hack it.
You couldn't hack it.
What do you mean you? Like you could and I couldn't. Don't make this me and you versus each other. You have 4 pints and you're trying to fight.
Well, if you want to go to Ireland, we'll go to it. But I'm not picking you up off the floor.
We can't on 30th birthday you though.
But we can just go for 20 quid over to Ireland.
Should we go to Ireland?
Let's go on a Sloppy Joe's.
Should we go
let's go
now
Let's go on a
to
Sloppy
Ireland?
Joe's Saturday. I'll book some flights. We'll go over there. If any Sloppers want to meet us, because
Pick a Saturday.
Dublin. Not next Saturday.
Pick a Saturday. Pick a Saturday.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
September Road. We'll do that.
A nice late summer Saturday.
Leave that with me. Leave it with me.
Pick one
I'll
now.
sort it. Hey, this is the dream for you to say, do you want to go to Ireland? Of course I bloody do.
Where are we going? Can we not go to Dublin? Not because I don't like Dublin.
Belfast?
I've not seen a lot of the rest of Ireland.
Well, would you fly to Dublin and then get the train to Galway?
Sure.
What a place.
Lizzie loves Galway.
Cork. Does she love Cork?
Sure.
She does.
She loves mine. Cut that.
Oh,
No,
Yeah, please
I
cut that.
already got in there
she love
first.
She
mine?
doesn't love it anyway.
That's staying in.
Anyway, so the first day.
Don't say
By the
that.
way, this has got to be in. We need a bit of breakfast. We got told about Tony's Bistro.
Who told you about that?
A drunk guy at the bar. He said it'll change your life. This Italian geezer's owned. I don't know if he's Italian, but he's a guy called Tony. This bistro we went into was just exactly what we need. It was like the perfect breakfast. We all nailed a Tony Soprano, and we leveled out a little bit. We had a cup of tea each, orange juice, and then it was just all systems go. Then
Really?
we nailed it Friday. Great night. But the only thing is about the early starts is it was an early finish. 11 p.m.
Done.
It's all the drinking we could really do. I mean, that was 18 hours.
Whoa.
Is that 18 hours? I've made that up.
What?
5:30 a.m. till 11 p.m.
Yeah.
A lot of Guinness. And do you know what? I won't tell you. I had a lot of Guinness that first day.
Bit of
And do you know what
wisdom.
we had? No. Four Aperol spritzes at the end to finish us off.
Yes.
In one of my favourite pubs called the Dan Lowry. I could kiss it now.
Beautiful pub.
I could kiss it.
What were you going to say but didn't want to say?
How many Guinness I had?
Oh, okay.
There's a lot.
Say?
That was the thing about Cork and Ireland in general is
Guinness there.
you go with all these sites that you want to see. You go with all these different pubs that you want to tick off. But you go in a boozer like the Dan Lowry.
Can't leave.
You're there all day.
Yeah.
You're there all
They've
day.
got some real all-day
But I'm
pubs, haven't they?
happy with it.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Great kebab. However, we got told about Istanbul Grill on the Friday. However,
Istanbul
would this-
Grill, the one in Northern Quarter?
No, there must be a chain. Would this put you off? Gorgeous, big old thing
I'm going
of
to close my eyes.
big old thing of chicken shawarma, right?
yeah.
Massive.
Yeah, the
Do you
big
know
sort of car wash wheel roulette of it.
2 workers needed to get it on the fucking spit. When they were carving the cooked chicken off, this was one of the first times I've ever... I don't know if I've never... I'm scratching my head here.
You went very Jamie Carragher there, Joe.
You did actually. That was really nice.
You could see raw chicken underneath it.
No, I'm not eating that.
But it was... I mean, I did eat there.
Picture?
No, I took a video and I had to sort of
Let's have a look.
slow the video down.
Because sometimes with it being thigh meat, it can look a little bit pink even though it's cooked, can't it? I
So
know
the
you
bits
know
they
that,
shredded off are cooked.
No.
And it then leaves the uncooked bits ready for the...
Impossible.
Are you sure?
Impossible. Because there's no way that freehand they're just getting the exact molecule of cooked off and then the raw salmonella-filled molecule on the other side of the blade.
Okay,
That's
so
impossible, isn't
here's a little screenshot. I hope you can see it.
Let's have a look.
Andy decided he wasn't going to eat the chicken. I thought, you know what?
Well done, Andy.
In for a penny.
Andy, who looks like... You look like, do you know when Bart Simpson meets the Shelbyville Bart Simpson?
What do you make of that? This
That's what you
is
look like.
Cork's busiest kebab house. Can you see it? Ethan, we'll put it in. I've had to
Is that chicken?
Yeah, it's
just
chicken.
got a great text from Becky as I'm looking, by the way.
What does it say?
I've opened your M&Ms. You are gutted.
It's our M&Ms. Text it back. It's our M&Ms. Blue ones, great.
Oh, wow.
What would you do? You've been told about this kebab house.
And you promised me that's chicken.
What is it?
Well, I don't know. Is it?
What is that?
It? Well, because it looks like sort
if
of
it's pork.
but it looks like mortadella or something. It looks like sort of luncheon meat. It's the
You
light.
think that's luncheon meat?
I'm not saying that it is. I'm saying it looks like it's the colour.
Oh, that's chicken.
I'm not eating that. Are you joking?
I ate it.
Did you? Let me show Ethan this because I think he'll have something to say about this.
But Joe, what are you expecting when they trim? Cooked! Yeah, but my bit was cooked.
Look at that. Genuinely, look at that.
Oh no, that's worse than I thought, Joe.
It's way worse than I thought.
I
What are you
was
gonna do with my phone now?
I was thinking it wasn't going to be that bad.
That's really bad.
You never know where she's popped the M&Ms. And the rest.
that story? Do you remember that story that went round school when you were young about the
Starburst.
the person that hid the starburst, and then someone went down there and pulled out 6, and she only put up 4.
What were the other 2 again? According to the law.
I couldn't believe it.
What was it meant to be? The
raw
other 2
chicken.
things? No, it wasn't raw chicken, was it?
So you wouldn't have eaten
Let's
that?
just moved on from that.
We need to. It's a disgusting story.
It is, but it's not real, is it?
Don't know.
It's fake.
Don't know. Would you not have eaten that now?
No, I wouldn't eat that.
I ate it out of sound.
When the stuff you saw in your bowl, what did it look like?
It was
In your
cooked.
tray?
So what they do, they shred the cooked stuff off.
Yeah,
And then Andy said they blasted it on the grill
Right.
and put a bit more flavouring on it. So that is what I'm getting on my kebab, 100% cooked. And I get it, because that now is raw chicken. It goes round again, and it'll cook.
Yeah, well, we all know how cooking works.
So,
But if I said to you, right, I've got your chicken breast, I've cooked it on one side only. Your job now, not just this once, for the rest of the night, for an 8-hour shift, I'm going to keep giving you chicken breasts that are literally 50-50 if you have to find the line bang on.
I don't know, because what
to the point where you're revealing raw on that side.
He was shaving off the cooked stuff.
No, not to that degree. It's impossible. What do you think? That's not possible, is it, Ethan?
No, when I envisaged it, I've seen these like shawarma things before and stuff, and they might take it down and then they'll give it a little bit of a grill beforehand, and you can tell a little bit further in that it might be.
Yeah.
That's really on the edge.
That's
I'm going to
just
reply.
pure pink on the edge, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have eaten that. Would you have eaten that, Ethan?
No,
I'm going to put it in the group chat now.
It just made me
Podcast
worry.
Yeah, because also the thing is, you can eat raw chicken and not get poorly. But it's just not ever worth the risk, obviously. Like, you're not guaranteed to get...
And it can take up to, is it 2 weeks to get food poison kick in?
Really? His mum was in hospital with chicken food poisoning.
And the rest.
Bad.
Was it? Yeah. Is she all right now?
Yeah, it was years ago.
Right, so then Saturday comes, bit of culture. Because we were feeling great.
Fucking culture's growing in your stomach. Sorry, Ethan.
Yeah.
That was a joint joke. Joe and Ethan special.
Yeah, he was goal each. A bit of culture. We went to the market town where there was a delightful breakfast spot. It's your classic market. It's like selling everything, you everything and more.
And more.
I don't know. A lot of fish.
Was there?
A lot of fish.
Interesting for an island.
Yeah, a lot of fish. More fish than I've seen. I thought they were making them up at one point.
Tench. What's that all about?
Oh, yes.
Can you name a fish?
Can I name a fish?
It's like a weird one.
Brill.
Brill.
Thank you.
He's literally got a segment of the radio
called
called
on the radio where people guess what Pat's fish of the week's going to be.
Oh, of course.
He's an old man who goes to the fishmongers in Ashton. It's great radio. Dave has replied back saying he just had the lamb, and Rob says, no, why the fuck would I have eaten that?
Was he not with you?
Yes, but people put me off it, but I thought,
So wait, so it was just you that ate it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
It generally wasn't.
So
Andy said he was doner only.
Wow.
Do you want to watch a little video of us eating our kebabs, but you can't say, I can't put this one in?
Yeah, sure. I'll describe it. And what I'm going to see here is if I can see why this video isn't allowed in the podcast.
Because it just wouldn't let me. Press play on that. Other way. I've never seen someone not been able to play a video before.
Jesus.
Well, you watched it?
Yeah. There he is, look.
Who have you seen?
I've seen Daryl passed out pretty much naked on the sofa next to you. That's what I've seen.
What a
there.
sight to eat your kebab. Saturday, still on Saturday. Culture. Went to a nice marketplace, had some breakfast. It cost nearly double what we had at Tony's, but was it any better? No. Tony's, man, what a gaff. Then we went to a butter museum. Great. We saw a 1,000-year-old piece of butter.
Really? Your stomach was churning.
Yeah, it was. Then we went up to the bell tower.
Sorry, you saw a 1,000-year-old piece of butter?
Yeah.
That's not butter then, is it?
It is. Well, I'm not going to tell them it's butter. It was there. It was like, wow, that's
How
great.
is it 1,000 years old?
Because it was made 1,000 years ago.
No, I know what age
What do you want me
is.
to- I'm not going to
but
grill,
butter doesn't
grill the museum, am I?
Oh, you fucking kebab. By the looks
Yeah, I
of
was like,
things.
why is this 1,000 years old?
How long is it going to take for you to get used to wearing the watch? You're not.
I'm awful at it.
You're not loving it
For
yet.
30 years of my life, I've never had anything
I
on my
know.
wrists.
Every time you move, you're like you try and get it in
How did
shape.
you get used to it?
No, it took me a while.
I don't know what to do. I've never checked the time so much.
Do you know? Can you loosen that as well for bed, or do you take it off?
I take it off for bed.
Okay, because it's not tracking your
Can you
sleep and
loosen
all
it?
that.
No,
Is it?
no, it just tells me it's Friday.
It's nice. And I've watched that. I like that watch a lot.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Do you know when you give like a cat a pair of shoes or a
Yeah.
dog and they just don't know what to do?
It's like walking like that.
Yeah.
That's you with your wrist.
Culture was done by midday. Brilliant. Pub.
Box that off.
Pub. We had a selection of great pubs. Oh no, we went up a bell tower, which was nice.
Oh, yeah.
And there was 8 different bells, and they gave you the instructions on how to play Hey Jude.
Did you do it?
Yeah,
Did you?
Lennon did it.
Of course.
So I took the boom, boom.
Nothing for that.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. He mucked up that bit. Oh,
Bless him.
Got to
And
so
make it
close.
better next time.
What can I tell about Saturday? Just a delight. Great day.
Absolutely shit faced again.
We got boozy. My favourite experience of the whole
I actually
thing.
don't think I could keep up with this. To be fair.
The Cork accent is just the best. We went into this pub. No one was in there. Just the landlord watching horse racing on the telly. The time's 2:30. We're 4 or 5 pints in. He goes, "You're hungry, boys?" No, I can't do the Cork accent. It's better than that.
Yeah.
And all he pulls out, because we ordered around a Guinness and Beamish.
Not his car.
All he pulls out is all the ingredients we need for sandwiches.
So hit me
And he
with it.
goes,
Obviously,
you can
bread.
have whatever you want there, boys, knock yourself out.
No, for free.
And he just sat there, watched the fucking telly. We got stuck
God, I
in.
love pubs.
We just sat, drank, more sandwiches, drank.
What ingredients? Talk us
Cheese,
through it.
ham, coleslaw, tomatoes, bread. And then we ran out
Butter?
of bread. We ran out of bread and Len had to bring some more.
Really?
Yeah, because we didn't want to leave him with no bread. We thought that was disrespectful.
Yeah,
disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
Is it Chinese culture where if you eat all your food, it's disrespectful?
There are some places.
You've got to
where that's
leave
the
a little
case.
bit.
Yeah, I don't know where it is, but yes.
Well, anyway, yeah,
and then it's the opposite in other places. If you
Japan,
don't,
you have to burp.
In Japan, supposedly we were told before we went that if you don't finish everything, that's disrespectful.
Really?
Yeah.
So, no, anyway,
So
we were in Cork. We had sandwiches, great. Tried McTuckies, which is the Irish food chain. What?
The McTuckies, there's one in Gay Village.
Have you been had?
Do you know, ever since doing this show, I get brain fog. It's not called McTuckies. Supermax. Why did I say McTuckies?
So far from McTuckies.
Sorry, there was Supermax. Great. We had a little pit stop there. Daryl.
MACS.
Yes. Daryl went to sleep at 6
I could tell.
p.m. that Saturday. No waking him up. He was done.
Really?
So now there was 6.
Daryl doesn't drink as much as he once did, though, does he?
No, he can't. He's a player on the way out. We keep him around like. Who would he be like?
In what sense?
Brian Robson. Do you remember when Brian Robson didn't play as much, but he was still sort of the team captain?
Yeah.
He can pick up a trophy now and again for us, but
His legs are
I'll
gone.
start.
Yeah.
So he fell asleep at 6, not to be woken again. We had a great day.
Are you
Saturday.
the Paul Ince to his Brian Robson, would you say?
Yeah, I think so. Went into a place called JJ Walsh's, which is slight.
How do you remember the name? Well, you don't. But
Took some pictures. Slight touristy spot. Slight, it had a good atmosphere, but we thought we'd have one in here.
Yeah.
We landed there at 7. The music was great. 3 bands on, a DJ. We left there at 1:30.
Whoa. You mean you started drinking at 11 a.m.?
Yeah, but in a different bar.
Yeah. But
Because Ethan came to us and said,
I mean about how many hours you've been drinking. So you've been
We
drinking
drank
for
a lot
13
more.
hours?
Yeah.
Is this Saturday now?
This is Saturday.
Knob-fested
I met
Thursday
the
and Friday.
brilliant Richard, who's a slopper, listens to the show every day. He sorted me out with lots of recommendations, and his lovely partner. We had a great time, took some pictures. They loved it. So thank you, Richard, for sorting us out. Then we get Lennon coming back from outside. He goes, boys, there's an Indian restaurant opened till 3 a.m. I've just called them. We can book a table for 6.
Yes.
The fucking stars aligned. We get a taxi straight there.
Yeah. How far away was it?
It was far, on the other side of Cork. Joe. We were all so excited. The taxi was like, what are you going to get? What are you going to get? It was steaming.
No.
It was steaming drunk.
What's going wrong?
And all we can think about is this curry. Steaming drunk. What are you going to get? What are you going to get? Anyway, we rock up. We're outside. And we're looking at it going, something's not right here. And we go in, and it's just a takeaway. But the guy behind the counter has set up a little table of 6 for us. He must be getting lonely. He must have got lonely. He loved it. This way. Sitting us down, pull my chair out. Andy wasn't having any of it. So we put our order in. We did it. We spent a good bit with him. Loved him. He got involved in the crack. But we took it home. It was great. It was just a great day. It was a great day. And then went to, well, here's the burning question. It's the burning Sunday question. What flight would you have got on? There's 2 a day. Cork to Manchester.
Okay.
6 a.m.
No, the other one.
10:45 p.m.
Oh, shit.
It split the group.
I think I'd still go 10:45 p.m. because it's such a short flight.
Yeah.
And I live quite near the airport. I could be in bed before 1 a.m.
Yeah.
But I'd have to wake up at 4 a.m. like you.
Yeah, well, luckily I took the Monday off. We all took the Monday off.
10 p.m.
It's easy.
What are you saying?
We did that, but some people there was 2 members of the group said they would have just kept on drinking, gone, and then they would have gone.
And you get another day.
And you get another day.
I'm not doing the keep on drinking and packing back at the hotel or Airbnb or whatever when I'm absolutely off my head. I'm not doing that.
That was it. But I have one observation about boozing.
After all these years, he's got what?
Realistically, when it comes to boozing, I think I am, and I'm honest with myself.
World class.
You're not.
I am. No, I think I'm a team. I'll use football again. A team that's 8th or 9th in the Premier League. Mm-hmm. A mid-table team who's good on it. Now and again can push the other teams, can get big wins, can have an upset, might push for Europa League in the later stages of the Premier League, but I'm happy there.
No, you're top 4.
No,
You're top 4.
because we met a couple of top 4 boys out there.
No, these are.
And do you know where these are from?
No.
I'm not going to say it. These are from, in England, the biggest drinkers. And it's sort of a role reverse of how the Premier League would be. Some of the towns I'm going to mention here are in like League 2. We met a group of lads from Halifax.
Oof. Yeah. You got.
I bet you could name a town right now and I'd say big boozers or not.
Burnley.
Halifax.
Burnley.
Big boozers.
Yeah.
They're the hardcore. They met up with us. We were on the same flight going out, same flight coming back. They met up with us.
They stayed up for the whole thing.
Yes.
Really.
They looked rough. They looked rough. And they were still drinking in the bar at the airport. They're Premier League boozers.
Turn it in, lads.
And I'm just like, do you know what?
like-
I've not got the squad yet for this.
But know what you are? You're someone's won the league on 83 points kind of season. Top 4 boozer.
Okay, I like that.
You can still get top 4, but it's not huge points. But you are a Champions League boozer, I think, when you're up for it, when you fancy it. I couldn't do 3 nights in a row like that anymore. Not
It was great
not
fun.
these days. But they are your Barcelona 09 kind of drinkers. Do you know those people that you most friendship groups don't even have one in?
Yeah.
Like none of my mates can do that anymore. We're past that. But some people, they're like, you meet them every so often and they're just tanking it non-stop. I think they're another level.
They're another level. Do you know what happened to me on Sunday though? We started boozing again. 7th pint, full.
Yeah.
And I mean this, Joe. I was up to here.
I've had
I
it
said,
up to here with
boys,
it.
I've got nothing left.
Was this on Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday we got back on it again. Because the Gaelic was on. Brilliant fun.
So you got absolutely battered Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night and Sunday?
Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday.
Not Thursday?
No, we didn't fly on. I had a day off Thursday.
Oh, you flew
It
on
was
the
my actual
Friday
birthday on
morning.
the Thursday.
Oh, apologies.
Yeah, flew on the Friday morning. So
Oh,
only
right.
3 solid days of boozing. And it was great. I recommend Cork. Cheap flights there. Great pubs.
I'd love to
good
go.
history. Good food.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I think, and I've been thinking about this, pubs might be the place where I feel at my happiest.
I think they are.
I think they're
I see
just,
that for you.
it's communal, it's excitement, it's opportunity, it's warmth. There might be a quiz.
I'd 100%, and I've been one click away from booking a solo trip to Dublin, just so I can sit in the pubs all day and then get the last one back. But then I don't think Becky would allow me.
Because at that point, she has to tell a professional. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
When my local is the other side of
when your
the
local
Irish
is
Sea.
the Temple Bar,
Oh, no,
so
yeah,
I know you
fool's
won't go
game.
there.
But
The grave diggers.
wait till you sit. I mean, yeah, I'd pay good money just to sit in that pub for 6-7 hours.
The grave diggers.
Yeah, grave diggers.
I've never been there.
A place called Mulligan's. Well, let's go. Let me do some digging. Why wouldn't you pick Dublin?
No, I'm not. I'm not against Dublin.
Dublin's more
but when-
convenient.
I've been to Ireland like 5 times.
All
and
Dublin.
All 5 trips I went to Dublin, and we went somewhere else. once
Dublin's
when I was a
more
kid.
convenient in terms of flights.
Yeah, of
like
course
the
it
way with Cork, there was 2 flights and that's it. Whereas Dublin there's like 8 throughout the day going back to Manchester.
Well, I don't mind. I won't mind Belfast.
Belfast, we'd have to bring down.
No, I'd want to do like a little Irish village that's just a little bit not quite on the map. I like the idea of doing a bit of something on the map, then going to somewhere where you might not have
one
known
of
of.
the trips I'm on about, it was when United had just signed Romelu Lukaku. So it was 2017 or something. Because I remember I'd reading about it in the paper and all that. We stayed. It was a 40-minute train journey outside of Dublin.
Oh, nice.
So we went in the day.
Like Kildare or something like that.
Maybe something like that. I'm not sure. But this is what I would like to do again, or somewhere like this, and like what Ethan's saying. It was just a little town, but even the pubs there are world class pubs. They're world class. They're what like British pubs and English pubs used to be like 60 years ago. People are actually in them.
Yeah.
The decor hasn't all been modernised. Every wall's been knocked through, turned into a sort of half restaurant, half bar. They're just old school pubs that haven't been touched. Not everywhere in Ireland, but there's so much of that in Ireland compared to here.
Have we made a
So
mistake?
Why?
Why have we gone wayward? Why couldn't we have the great pubs that Ireland have?
I don't know. They still
What mistake
exist.
have we made?
They still exist, but when you think of Manchester now, there's some good pubs, but you can count on one hand the sort of old school pubs that are like active and exciting. Because a lot of the proper old school ones are just really run down, aren't they?
Yeah. There's some good pubs around here.
Yeah, of course there is.
I can take people on a good pub crawl.
Yeah.
The Abercrombie, Nag's Head, Temple, you go to Peveril,
Yeah.
you go to the British
Yeah.
Protection,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Circus Tavern, Mulligan's. No?
Well, yeah, I like it. Mulligan's is charging over £8 for a Guinness, which is mental.
Yeah.
The Crane Bar,
Yeah.
nice.
They're all good. I'm
Wayfarer.
not saying they're not good. Yeah, but Wayfarer is a new pub.
Wayfarer's
That
a
don't
new
count.
one. It's got
It's
like
nice
sort
though.
of nice
It's got an old
vibes.
school vibe. But you know what I'm saying? It feels like Ireland.
Gulliver's, the Castle,
Gulliver's.
the City. There's
City. We're not going there.
oh, it's got a new lease of life now. The City.
Yeah, but it's
The
been
Wheat
done out.
Chief, which is just by the back there.
Yeah.
It's not a bad crawl. The one I've not been into in forever. That way,
Marble Arch.
the Marble Arch and the Angel down that way.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just sack this all in and just do pub talk.
It's just using
People,
pub
these
talk.
fuckers that I'm so jealous of, just go around drinking all day filming it.
I know.
Who?
People love it.
Like, pub talk's big.
Is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
You should be on that
I should be on it.
because you like a beer and you like friends.
I love
What have you been up to,
I
Ethan?
love saying pub names.
Yeah, you do.
Do you know when there was that trend going around ages ago where you'd just randomly say a Premier League footballer?
Yeah.
I could just say pub
Like
names.
Barclaysman.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
were talking about like Mark
Yeah.
Viduka or whatever.
I just love to say, like, the Rocket. That's one in Liverpool.
Is it good?
Yeah. Ethan, what have you been up to?
Oh, well, you see, this weekend would have actually been a lovely opportunity for you to dig me out and take me somewhere, because I've actually been a bit lost this weekend. There was no one on the Sunday, anyone I know, and I know quite a few people, but no one was around at all.
Did you text Joe?
He was busy.
Did you text me?
I wasn't busy.
Yes.
You didn't.
I said, how's Cork going?
No, you fucking didn't.
I did. I texted you in the weekend.
So, how am I supposed to read into... Right, go on, carry on.
So I had no one around, so I didn't know what to do.
Friday.
That's the weekend.
Where in Cork are you? Like, you're going to come find me?
I was thinking about it.
I thought it was Sunday you were losing.
Yeah, Sunday you were at loose end. How did you know I wasn't back?
So you weren't back?
No, but how did you know I
Because they
wasn't?
said on the radio you're doing a long weekend.
No, it's
Use the radio as an excuse.
didn't you?
So what I did was I walked around the flat for a little bit and I was scratching my head and I thought I need to do something here. So I thought, let's just do a big clean. So when I say a big clean, I mean up here in this little, do you know in football in the crossbar where the spider webs are in the corner? I was in the crevices where the mice live, you could say.
Is it got one of those old cartoon sort of holes in the skirting board where the mouse goes in and out? Like
There was actually no mice, and I was I was
it.
up and down, left and right, and during this I thought I need something to keep me company, so I started listening to theology, and do you know that YouTuber Alex O'Connor?
Yes.
McGrath will be able to see the Sloppy Joes YouTube history, and I think I listened to like maybe 4 or 5.
Is that his podcast?
His podcast and his videos and stuff of him just talking. And I got to about 11:30, and I
AM?
thought in the morning, yeah, and I thought I might just go to church.
Isn't he an atheist?
Yes,
Also, you've missed church.
I've never really been to church.
It's not. It's a morning 10 o'clock kind of.
No,
you can
it
go
wasn't.
whenever.
You can hear the bells where I am. So
you just mean not to go to a mass, just to look inside.
no, to go the bells had gone. Service started at 11, so I was only half an hour late. So
You're not even there. Oh, he's taking the piss.
I'm not taking the piss.
So the bells started. The bells don't just go on whilst they're inside. You're not sat in a church while bong bongs going on.
Everyone's
The fucking old priest, speak up, guy. The fucking bongs are
vibrating
on.
down the corridor.
It went off at 11. At half 11, I thought actually I might pop in whilst the service is underway. So as I got out of the house, started walking to the church, then I got a text message from the Facebook Marketplace saying I could pick up a TV stand. So I hopped in the car, went to Bridlington, got a TV stand.
Fucking Bridlington.
Yeah.
What was that like? What was that like picking up a TV stand in Bridlington?
Potentially the roughest place in Stockport.
Well, yeah, it's hairy.
It was a bit, because I used to work there at a COVID test centre,
Of course.
and I answered the door, said to the guy, said, I didn't realise it was round here. I used to work 5 minutes round the corner at a COVID test centre. And he went, what, you were one of them, were you?
Oh.
I was like, oh yeah. He was like, what, one of those people who did the vaccines and stuff? I was like, oh no, not that, just testing. He was like, right mate. So he wasn't happy with that.
It's a funny thing to lead on.
And
though,
also, I know a lot of people don't like the vaccine, and like people's opinions have changed on it over time and all that. But at the time, you had to have it.
Yeah.
So it's not, you weren't working
in
for
France, I had
fucking,
to have it.
He wasn't working for Pfizer.
No, it was only in the tests.
You weren't like injecting people in the brain with it.
No.
I mean,
Do you know what was quite funny?
you know what? I bet he had it.
Yeah, but now he's got his own fucking little Bluetooth mode.
Yeah, exactly. No, he hadn't.
He has.
I bet you he was vaccinated, that guy. Do you know how many people got vaccinated? It was like 2 billion people got vaccinated. 4 billion, something ridiculous.
Their job was done then, eh?
And how many people have died? How many people have got something wrong with them from it? So few when you think of how many people had it. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Did the TV stand work?
Well, the guy said to us, he said, oh, you sound quite northern. I was like, oh, Gateshead. He went, oh, I don't like Gateshead that much. It's quite rough. And I went, you seen where we are?
No, you didn't say that.
I didn't say that, I thought it.
I'd love it.
What does he know about Gateshead?
Fucking head kicked in.
Because his dad's from there or something, I don't know. Anyway, so TV stand was fine. It's got a child lock on it. I can't get it off. And I cleaned the house for 12 hours, and I didn't even get to the bedroom.
Cleaned the house for 12 hours.
I've only got 4 rooms, and I did 3 out of 4.
Did you keep yourself fueled up during the day? Like, were you not?
Yes, beef jerky, plenty of packets.
Oh man, this guy's
You're about
life.
to get some horrific gout.
So Sunday, your day off, for 12 hours of cleaning with beef jerky in the middle.
Nah.
Life can be better than this.
Does the flat look great?
I did another big clean yesterday for another 4 hours.
For the bedroom?
It's spotless.
To be fair, it is 4 hours a room, isn't it?
Yeah, it is 4 hours. Where is
Does
it?
it look really, well, he said he worked
Oh,
for
yeah.
12 hours, did 3 rooms.
Yeah, well, I was on the floors, I was standing up. That's probably the 2 positions you can do.
The 2 main ones, aren't they?
Did you jump at any point?
Ladders.
I've got no ladders. I would have jumped to get the yes, I would have jumped all the way around the room actually to get the little the ledge. There's a ledge.
Right. What a
Ladders.
Sunday.
That is a good Sunday. Are you happy, Ethan?
I would have loved to have gone to Cork.
Yeah, you should have invited Ethan. I get why you didn't invite me.
You wouldn't have come.
Well, I might have, but
That's-
I wouldn't be
I know that-
offended.
I know
you
that's
should,
such a-
you actually should have invited him.
I know that's such a me thing to say, but you would have come.
No,
you would have come.
You should. In all honesty, you should have invited both of us, knowing I wouldn't come, but he should have been there, and he would have done.
All right, in hindsight, you should have been there, Ethan.
No, you're just saying that.
Don't take too much. Don't get too much joy out of the fact that he's saying that you should have been there. You weren't invited. No, you're just saying that. You don't really think I should have been there. Yeah, you literally fucking didn't invite him. What's he gonna think that? Honestly, you're too kind. You're making me blush, showing some regret that you actually didn't invite me at all.
Oh, you?
2 things.
Oh, God.
New lifestyle. Here we go.
Here we
again,
go.
baby.
Ring the new lifestyle bell. What's happening now?
I'm a cyclist.
Oh, a cyclist. Oh,
I'm a
God.
cyclist now.
What kind of one? A BMX?
Nope. Road bike.
Nice.
I'm one of those guys.
Got a
No.
road bike. Where did you drive
Yes.
that?
Well, I've only ever driven it once, and it was this morning.
Here.
No, I didn't drive it to here
Are you confident on the road?
because I got the dog. Oh, couldn't be less confident. Terrified.
Why have you got one?
Because it all started because my brother-in-law gave me his old bike for free. But then what happened with that is the seat post was so jammed and sort of caked that we couldn't lift it up.
Caked?
Because I'm quite tall. It was a bit short for me.
Yeah.
So then I'm in a position where the bike that I've got isn't quite right.
Yeah.
So in a way, it feels like I have to replace the bike. But 2 weeks ago, I never even considered buying a bike. And now I'm in a position where I need to buy a new bike.
So
I bought.
what are you currently riding?
So I bought one over the weekend.
Wow.
Up to Blackburn. I think I might have been sold a duffer. So it was Facebook Marketplace.
Right, so you don't really know what you want bike-wise, do you? How much did you spend on this bike?
190 quid.
Okay, that's not too bad.
It was about 800 quid new, but it's about 7 years old.
In the world of bikes,
Yeah, that's very cheap.
why are you going to Blackburn?
Well, in the world of bikes, under 200 quid is like dirt cheap. But it's got disc brakes, which is like a decent...
Okay.
The cheapest of the cheap don't have that. So it's the first notch into... But it's still a budget bike, because apparently in the bike world, anything under 100 grand is a budget bike. So it's budget, but it's in the sort of mid-tier of the budget bikes. Do you get me?
The bike world is fascinating.
The bike world is crazy.
Becky's gran gets hers MOT'd.
Yeah, we have to get it serviced. So I've got the bike and I got to the bloke in Blackburn. Seemed like a nice guy. I think he was a nice guy, to be fair. He went, you can have a little ride around on it if you want, just around the housing estate. I was like, sick. Give it a go, see if it's any good. Because you're meant to change the gears, go up and down through all the gears.
Were you there on a ride around this guy's estate on your bike? This is fucking mental, Joe. You're in the middle of Blackburn. You're in there like, woo!
Were you commentating to him going, oh, this is great, this, mate.
No, he wasn't with me. I gave him the money. He went back inside. I know where he lives, so he's not gonna. He can't nick it. So I gave him the money. I said, right, I'll have a little whiz around. Any issues, I'll see you in a minute. I go around the corner, put the brakes on, don't work. I'm just like, I'm literally...
What the fuck did you do?
I'm slowing down so slowly, and then I'm really... Because it's those like handles where they go down at the front, do you know what I mean? Those underneath ones. So I have to squeeze the handles so tight for the brakes to work that it's immediately an issue.
You can't do this anymore.
What do you mean?
As in, like, you need to go back and give it...
Yeah, so then I go back and I said... Because we'd taken the tyre off to...
He must know.
Well, this is the problem. So we took the front wheel off. He showed me how to take the front wheel off so I could get it in the car. So I thought, maybe when we put the front wheel on, because it's the front brake in particular that wasn't working. Maybe when we took it off, we didn't put it back on properly. So I'm trying to play with it. I take it back off again, put it back on, make sure it's slotted in the thing between the things. And then it's like, I'm not working. Knock on the door. He's like, bloody hell, you've been a bit. He's like, where have you been? And I was like, I've literally just got around the corner. He's like, you must have gone quite far. And I've just said, I didn't say this, but I literally went around the corner because, unfortunately, like, the brake ain't working. And at this point, it took me an hour to get there. I've already literally handed him the cash. So the transaction has
It's a bold move, that. I'd have given him half.
So I said, no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't go, here's 100
like that.
quid now.
100 quid now, let me whiz round the block,
you would have just, yeah, but he could have just put it in your car and driven off. Because he don't know where you live. He wouldn't have accepted it. So he was like, oh, that's a bit weird.
He's done you.
And I was saying, well, and he's going, oh, I must not have noticed that. I'm thinking, do you remember that video where that guy, where it's like they were selling drugs out of the chicken?
What?
Well, I never knew that. Sort of gave me that treatment a little bit.
Oh.
But then he's like, I think you just need some new brake pads. I can knock your 10 off if you want. And then so I was like, I need to ring someone. So I rang my dad. He's got a bike, and I was like, how much a new brake pad? Like, what is this? He's like, you can buy them on eBay for about £6 and install them yourself. So I was like, okay. Is there a thing that could be so terminally wrong with this bike that one of the symptoms will be? No, it's not really. You can usually fix most things. Okay, so I bought it. Just bought it.
Did he give you the tenner off?
Gave me a tenner. I went, give me that tenner back then, yeah. And he went, oh. Look at his wallet, because I just went to the cash point. I paid him in old 20s. He went, I ain't got a tenner. And then he went, oh no, I have. So he gave me the tenner. So then I drive home.
I'd have literally said, it's 20 quid then.
Yeah, well, I didn't get to that point because he did find the tenner. And then on the way home, I'm thinking, I've been done. But it's a nice bike, and I did Google it, and it was 800 quid.
You could do someone else.
No, I'm not going to do something else. Because then I got home.
Do you want a new bike?
Oh yeah, I'll have a new bike.
300 quid, it's yours, pal.
I don't need the brakes. I love going fast.
That's true. And so then, obviously, because I've got it, I want to take it out. So, but then I got home and I tightened the people. There'll be people in the comments. Do you know how deep and detailed the world of bikes is?
No.
It's one of those worlds that is like, the people who are into it are so obsessed with it.
Yeah.
We're quite deep in the podcast, so we might not. But I wouldn't be shocked if we got some DMs and stuff about like what you need to do with. They are obsessed with it.
Really?
It's almost like the trains community. Do you know the trains lot? When you're into trains, you're into trains. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm an ally.
You're an ally to those guys. They are an ally, did you just say? What did you say? No. So anyway, so I pulled it, I got a bit of tension on the cable. Anyway, right, got it. And actually, the front brake's working a bit. Kind of fixed it. See? Not too bad. Then this morning, set my alarm for 6:30. I'm going to go for a bike ride before work. Take this bad boy out.
Where are you going to go?
So I left mine, and I followed a route that's on an app called, something. There's like an app that tells you what it's called. What's it called now? Just find it quickly. The app itself is called Commute.
Correct.
Spelled K-O-M-O-O-T. And you can start routes from your house, and it'll tell you easy, difficult, hard. Some of the intermediate ones take 6.5 hours to do. They are 70
So long.
miles long. What are you talking about? And it went out. When I got to the Stockport train station, and the immediate first bit of the bike ride was going down the hill past Stockport station, round the bus station, looping, and straight back up the hill. And you know that it's not
It's a tough hill.
killer, but it's tough.
Yeah.
And I realised at that point, I don't really know how bikes work. So I didn't know how to sort the gears out.
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
what gear I needed to be in. All I've ever seen from cycling is, on Tour de France where they're like up on their on the leg,
going
pumping.
for it.
And I thought, I'll just do that because that's what they do on the videos. After, honestly, 10 seconds of doing that, I'm 100% knackered. My heart rate is in the 170s.
Really?
I'm fucked. And the whole rest of the journey that I did, I only did I think I did 7 miles or something, 7k maybe.
Yeah.
The whole rest of the journey, I've got tingling, flashing in the corner of my eyes. I'm lightheaded.
But do your brakes work?
The brakes were an
Really?
absolute charm.
Yeah.
They squeak not just when I put the brakes on, but just when I'm cycling.
But at least people know you're there.
There's another.
I would be buzzing about that.
Also,
Great.
I've got a BMX helmet on, which is one of those round ones, so it doesn't line up necessarily with.
How are you with drivers going past you?
I'm really timid.
I'd shit myself.
It's really scary.
Has a lorry taken you yet?
No, but a few buses did.
Oh man!
But you know the good thing
I'm not
about
for that.
cycling, you're allowed in bus lanes, so that helps you on the A6 when it's
You're allowed
rush
to
hour.
speed.
You can. There was the top speed I hit was 20 miles an hour, and I was terrified. Honestly, I don't know.
You could speed in Morrison's car park going that quick.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
10.
a good point. It's only a 10 there.
Yeah.
Other thing that happened to me today. This is all today. We sat eating my lunch in Stevenson Square, as is my right as a adult.
Taxpayer.
Then all of a sudden, 4 paparazzi run. I'm seeing them out the corner of my eye with the cameras. They're running. They're going.
Yeah.
And as it's all happening, a couple whoosh into. Do you know Unitom? It's like a magazine kind of bookshop.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there is a throng of people building. And I'm thinking, who is it? I'm sat there eating my sandwich. Who is it? Who's it going to be? Do you know who it was?
You.
No, it wasn't me.
Wait.
How could it be me?
Sports stars.
How could I watch myself?
Sports stars.
No.
Filmers. It's Olivia Rodrigo and her partner.
It's Olivia Rodrigo and her partner. How did you know?
Because she's in Manchester last night and tonight. And her favourite pub in the world is in Manchester, but she won't say where.
Really?
What were they doing?
They're just walking around shopping. There's a body.
Was it blocked off then? Because the paparazzi get in the shop?
No, they could, but they didn't go in. I think probably because it's private property, they might just get kicked out. Or so there's a security guy with them. There was her boyfriend. I don't know who her boyfriend is.
He's an actor.
Is he? Okay, I didn't recognise him. And then they came out and realised, it's Olivia Rodrigo. Loads of people, probably 25 people outside waiting for her. No one really did anything except look and go. And then I'm sat there eating my sandwich, and they walk across the road. I'm sat in that central reservation bit, and one of the planters. They walk across the road, and next thing, they are literally, I'm here, they are here. There are
people chasing them at this point.
There's people, the paparazzi coming after them, other paparazzi running around this way to meet them where they're going next. They're literally a foot away from me.
Are you going to tell me that the guy listens to Sloppy Joes?
No, none of that.
Oh no.
But honestly, within touching distance.
Did you nod or did you keep your head down?
Hit him with the old English. You know, the old...
I think she's class living.
Hit with that. One of the smallest people I've ever seen, by the way.
She's got some absolute belting tunes.
I don't know any really.
Oh, listen to So American and tell me it's not a great
track. Would I know it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great tune.
So are you taking a mic?
No. Honestly, I really like her.
It's unreal, that song.
Is it?
She influences like a bit of Beck in there. She brought out The Cure at Glastonbury for a headline set. Well, Robert Smith.
That's cool.
And they did Friday I'm in Love together.
She's done Bunny Jackson's.
She sang at Bunny Jackson's, yeah.
So yeah, I saw them too.
How funny Bunny Jackson's...
Was too close to him. Didn't like it, actually.
The 1975 lead guitarist also did a shift at Bunny Jackson's.
Really?
Post-arena show. He came in and worked behind the bar.
It's a little bit of a thing, isn't it? Paparazzi is very odd when you see it in real life.
Yeah.
It's a really odd job because it's like blokes in their 50s just running around with cameras. Trying to take pictures of like
you're nearly there, mate.
Girls.
25 years.
Oh. Yeah, man.
Weird though, innit? But yeah, so within spitting distance of Olivia Rodrigo and her boyfriend. Didn't spit on him, but could have done. Would you have liked that?
Well, that's the weirdest thing.
Another boy.
Shut up. Right then, everyone. Thank you very much for watching the Sloppy Joes.
The way you reacted to that was as though I was letting out an inside secret there, and I wasn't.
No.
But you made it seem like you told me you're into that.
Anyway, bye everybody. Thank you very much for watching the Sloppy Joes podcast. See you later. Bye.
Wave, Ethan, please. Please.
We'll see you.
Do it.
We'll see you.
Good man.